Hi everybody, it's Lain, and I promised you a tour of my scrapbook space, so welcome, welcome. This is where I live. It's a little messy, as I warned you, and I'll take you around and show you the way I have some things organized. So we'll start right here. Over here, as I mentioned, I'd moved in just about a month and a half ago, and we still have some piles of things. Those are old photos that I'm waiting to figure out what I'm going to do with them. So I'm going back to my wedding in '95, which is kind of exciting. So here I have one of the Expedite bookshelves from IKEA, and I actually have three of these, two in the room and a bunch down the hallway. This one here has my sewing stuff. It's got some knitting needles, it's got my Zutter, it's got fabric and some other craft items. Up on the top, the Sterilite containers have envelopes in them. I have all sorts of envelopes, 12 by 12s, the long letter size, all sorts of things, and that's where I keep them in these drawers here. These are just some odds and ends over here. I'm looking for places. These are all Altoid 10s that I plan on altering, but I don't know what I'm doing with them yet, so they're sitting right there for now. And these are one of my favorite things. These are little tiny suitcases, and inside I keep handmade cards and greeting cards that I receive from people. So, like, there's one here on the top from my kids. There's all sorts of, just all the little thank yous and greetings that I get from people I put in here because I like to have them on hand. So that's what's in those three suitcases. Coming over here, there's a little short storage door. That right there is the box of goodies that is going to the winner of the Layout a Day challenge from May that I have to get on video and present. And then we're coming over to my workstation for the computer. So as I mentioned in our call today, if you weren't on the call, I tend to have stations throughout the room where I'm working on different projects. So I've got my computer station there. Over here is kind of my stamping, card making station. And then over here is more of a scrapbooking station, and I'll show you all those in turn. But this right here is where I do my blogging and my writing and stuff like that, write articles, things like that. That basket there is a basket of magazines that I'm reading, and these are project binders. And then you come over here, there's Xanadu. We were watching that. The girls and I were watching that. They were watching on here as I was making some cards the other day. My current work projects that I'm working on, my shake weight that I use every single day, some resource materials for the motherload. That pile back there is a pile of birthday cards going out to members of my scraphappy.org family. There is my lunch, Diet Coke, Yoplait yogurt, and Cheez-Its, breakfast and lunch of champions. Over here, you'll notice throughout the room I have all sorts of little baskets where I keep odds and ends. I like to just keep things on hand. If I put them away someplace, some of the stuff doesn't have a place to where it would go. Some of it I just like to have on hand and just kind of, it hangs out, and I don't know, I just like looking at my little things. So I've got cigar boxes, baskets, things like that. These are just notebooks and stuff up there. This is an Alex rolling file from IKEA, and in it I've got all sorts of stuff. This top drawer is kind of all color items, like my twinkling H2Os, watercolors, stuff like that. This drawer is my cutters and templates. This drawer is more templates. This drawer is chipboard, all the chipboard I have. Excuse me as I move my binder out of the way. Oops, that's the chipboard. This one is the first drawer of punches. And then right below that I have another drawer full of punches. And I have three of these Alex rolling carts in my office, and I love them. Here's my stamping station. This is an IKEA desk, and you can see I've got all sorts of stuff out here. I was working on some masking projects and my Fiskars stamp press and all sorts of stuff. My Copic markers are over here. I like having them on this Lazy Susan. I should call it the Lazy Lain. Spin it around and grab my stuff as I'm working. This is another one of the little baskets that I was telling you about. If I'm die cutting or doing texture or something, I'll do more than I need, and then I'll just stick them on hand. And then sometimes when I'm making a card, I'll just riffle through here and find something that I can use on a card I'm making. So I like having all my little odds and ends around. The drawers here, the top drawer has Versamark pads, clear resist pads, and a pack of baby wipes that I use to wipe up my space, as well as my stamp cleaner. Next drawer is my acrylic blocks and some embossing powders. More embossing. This is white and clear in there. This is specialty paper, card making paper, and some vellum, as well as my computer compressed air. I love that thing. I'm always using that. And then the bottom drawer down here is just odds and ends, like stuff that would go in a normal desk drawer. My computer table didn't have a desk drawer, so I have my stapler and stuff like that over here. And moving over here, this is the only window in my office, and my office is a little bit dark, so I'm trying to light it up with lots of lamps, but we need to get an overhead. But here I've got my spinner for my distress inks, and I've labeled those all. Then I've got a kind of a carrier thing, and on the top it's got all my glitter mists and my paints, my acrylic paints, and then down below we've got all these push stamps. I don't know what you call them, these big ka-ching stamps. And then my basket of stickles, one of my favorite things in the whole wide world, as well as another bucket of cat's eye stamps. Then here's another one of my Alex rolling carts. I love these. Top drawer, stamp pads. Second drawer, stamp pads. As I mentioned, this is my stamping area over here. Third drawer, stamps. Fourth drawer, stamps. Fifth drawer, more stamps. And the bottom drawer is just odds and ends, extra storage, some card making paper, smaller size paper. It's all down there. Here's where I have my acrylic stamps for now. I tried putting them in a binder like this, and I really don't like them in the binder, but I left all my alphabet acrylic stamps in the binder, and then I moved everything else into the shoebox, and I've got them all here. The rubber stamps I have in this drawer over here, but this one here has all my acrylic stamp sets. And then this is just a little bookshelf that I got, I think, from Target, and it's intended for toys for kids, but I have just different odds and ends. I've got all my handmade cards up here on the top. This is some label stuff, chipboard, letters in this one, more chipboard over here, and then some extra space down below for expansion, a basket full of ribbon down there, and some stamp sets. This right here is where I do all my spraying, like Glimmer Lip Mists and stuff like that. I noticed when I went to the craft store the other day that they had this thing called Contain It All or something like that, and it was like $7, and it was basically a small cardboard box that was supposed to keep your spray from getting all over the place. And I was like, why wouldn't you just use a normal cardboard box? So that's what that is. This is my third Alex rolling cart here, and you see I've got some more of the little boxes up here. This one's glitter, all my little glitter things in there. And then albums over here. These are albums in process. They're not all complete yet. And then top drawer is just some storage, as well as tiny letters. I love tiny letters. Second drawer is stickers, like sticker labels, things like that, mostly labels. Third drawer is rub-ons. And if you watched my video on storing rub-ons, you know I keep them inside Ziploc bags. Then I've got my alphabet stickers in this drawer. And next drawer is all my scraps of paper. I know, they're all mixed in together. It does not bother me at all. Bottom drawer, these are sport and topic specific die cuts and stickers, and I haven't used these for so long, but I haven't gotten rid of them. Like, this is all kids and family. There's one in here for sports. It's just, I don't do a lot of themed pages like that anymore, so I don't use them, but I can't bring myself to get rid of them, so we'll see. Moving over to my scrapbook station, this is another door that goes into the eaves here for more storage, and there's a basket of felt, my little inspiration board that needs to be hung up on the wall. Then we got my die cut up here. I love my Big Shot or my Big Kick. I can't remember which one I have, but I think it's a Big Kick. And in the drawers below it, we've got my photos back here, plastics from packaging that I use for die cutting, my smash books. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with them yet. And then the next drawer has all my die cutting stuff. So you can see my nestabilities, my slice back there, and my dies from Sizzix, my texture plates, stuff like that. And then the bottom drawer has all my electronics, everything from my microphone to my extra charger for my computer to my P-Touch label maker to my lens for my camera. Everything's in here. Just trying to keep it all in one spot. And that goes in there. Then up here, see, I've got die cutting in process. And then I've got a layout in progress over here that I'm working on. And I love this because I can just leave it out. I don't have to clear it up if I decide to go over here and work on a card or something, and then I have to work on an article or something. It's all out and it's all good like that. I also, something I do is if there's a tool that I use a ton, I have 2 of them. So I have 2 craft knives. I have 2 sets of scissors. I have actually more than that, sets of scissors. I've got several towels around for cleaning up spills and stuff like that. I've got a couple of the clear acrylic rulers because I use those all the time. I've got more than one trimmer. So I have one here, I have one over there. So I don't have to be constantly running back and forth. I've got 2 sets of these Tim Holtz Ranger scissors. I've got 2 sets of adhesives, so I don't always have to be going back and forth. This is another one of the, couple more of those little baskets that I like to have out, just with the odds and ends in them. Because something like this, if I store this away, I could file it under flowers or something like that, but I'll never find it again. But if I have it out here as I'm completing a layout, I'll go through this at the end, and who knows what I might find and decide to stick on the layout. So I like having this little tray. And all my baker's twine, more little odds and ends here, acrylics. Some of these, I purchased some of these, I made myself. I love acrylic shapes. Coming over here, this is where my cardstock and pattern paper is. And as I mentioned in the video, or in our call today, I think you might be surprised at how little I actually have. This is it for my cardstock right here. This is basically it for my pattern paper. And again, I divide this up by category. This is all American Crafts. I ordered these storage binder thingies from American Crafts. Then I've got them labeled KI, Jelly Bean, Cosmo. And then down here is my 8.5 by 11 cardstock. And that's pretty much it for the cardstock. I do have a little bit more in specific places, like these are all kits, like monthly kits or class project kits in this basket and this basket. So there's a little more pattern paper in those 2, but not a ton. I do have a little bit over here, like this is my Heidi Grace drawer. This is my Me and My Big Ideas drawer, so there's a little bit more in there, and then there's a little bit more in my seasonal bins, like Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween, Valentine's Day. But that's it. Not a ton of pattern paper. I don't think I have a lot. I mean, I have a lot, but I don't have a lot compared to a lot of people. Books I need to read. And this is kind of my embellishment tower, you could say. So at the top here we've got borders. These are all different borders, like those doodlebug frills or tape that I can use for a border. Anything like that goes in this drawer. These are all brads. These are crystals. Next down we have metals, like other than brads. Metals besides brads, like binder rings and fasteners and things like that. Jewelry making stuff is in here. Then we've got my tag maker and then all the things that go with the tags. Next drawer down is labels, like office supply type labels. So, you know, stuff like this. Stickers, index cards, Avery type stuff is in there. Flowers in this drawer. Then we've got a bag of, or a drawer of journaling tags. Journaling tags are all in here. And then I've got a problem because I just did it again. My adhesives are so full, they're in my bottom drawer, that some of them fell back behind and I can't get them out. See there, I can close it a little bit. There we go. But I can't close this drawer. This is all adhesives. I have too many adhesives. It's closing a little better. And then over here I've got some more adhesives. I have a lot of adhesives. I like to stock up when I find something I like. And then these are tools like my old eyelet setter, hammer, distresser, my Fisker's scissors sharpener, and these are all giveaway items that I'm clearing out. I'm kind of de-stashing some stuff constantly. So I have 2 big bookshelves here, and again, these are mostly themed by holiday, so Christmas, Thanksgiving, like that. And then I've got my buttons. This is the car I used to have, except for a convertible version. I'm sad because I don't have it anymore. I have a station wagon now. And then my letters and my little basket of more little mini albums I'm working on. And this is a pile of stuff that's still kind of getting sorted out. And then the most important thing in the whole room, the Groovy Girls. Callie likes to come in here and play while I'm working, and as you can see, there's a ton of floor space. So she kind of just spreads out, and she brings in her little chair, and will sit there and talk to me while I'm working, and that's kind of my world. So, trying turn this back on myself now. That's about it. That's where I work. This is where the magic happens. And I want to thank you for coming on my tour. And also I wanted to let you know whatever space you have to work in is okay. I worked out of boxes for years. And then I finally graduated to a closet. And then finally 10 years after I started scrapbooking, actually more than that, it's been almost 12, 13 years, I finally have my own space. So sometimes it takes a while, and sometimes it takes a while, and you can make it work wherever you are. So thanks everybody. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.